Once upon a time, in a remote valley nestled among mist-covered mountains, a peaceful Hmong village lived in harmony with the spirits. But tales of an ancient guardian spirit, the dragon Nyiaj Xyooj, grew darker as whispers of his rage reached the village. Once a protector, Nyiaj Xyooj had become twisted over centuries, turning into a force of destruction. The villagers began to fear his wrath as he terrorized the mountain paths, his presence a dark shadow over the land. One night, Xa Shoua, a young hunter, dreamed of Nyiaj Xyooj, the ancestral dragon stirring within the mountain. His eyes glowed with a fierce, unearthly rage, and Xa Shoua awoke with a sense of dread, feeling fate's pull. With Nyiaj Xyooj's violent presence now threatening their lives, the village elders turned to Xa Shoua. They believed he was chosen to face the dragon, driven by both courage and a duty to protect his people. In a solemn ritual, the village shaman presented Xa Shoua with a sacred blade, blessed by the spirits. The shaman's gaze was heavy with warning as Xa Shoua accepted the weapon and the grave responsibility it symbolized. At his side stood Yali, a childhood friend and village healer connected to the mountain's spirits. Her knowledge of ancient songs and ceremonies gave Xa Shoua strength, despite his reluctance to endanger her on the treacherous journey. As they climbed, Xa Shoua and Yali entered a forest alive with ancestral whispers. Trees shifted in the mist, testing their courage with cryptic warnings, which Yali interpreted with a mix of wonder and caution. Beside a misty river, the pair confronted reflections of their deepest fears. Xa Shoua's doubts and Yali's insecurities revealed as haunting visions, challenging their belief in their purpose. In a hidden glade, spirits of past guardians appeared, questioning Xa Shoua's intentions. Their solemn expressions and wise words tested his resolve, pushing him closer to understanding his role. Deeper into the mountain, they stumbled upon ancient carvings depicting Nyiaj Xyooj's journey from warrior to dragon. Each image was darkly beautiful, a tribute to a man who had sacrificed himself to protect his people. Yali found a hidden inscription revealing that Nyiaj Xyooj's curse was once a protective blessing. Shocked, she realized that over time, the curse had twisted into a force of violent isolation. Xa Shoua experienced an ancestral vision, witnessing the dragon's soul as part of Nyiaj Xyooj, tortured by centuries of loneliness. He was torn, feeling both horror and compassion for the creature. Xa Shoua and Yali entered a cavern where the dragon, Nsuj Plig Nkauj Nag, lay in slumber. Its scales shimmered faintly, and its ancient eyes opened with a sorrowful, weary gaze as they approached. The dragon awoke, roaring with fury that shook the mountain. Mist and fire filled the cavern as Xa Shoua and Yali braced themselves, realizing they faced an untamed force of nature. In a moment of courage, Yali began to sing an ancient song meant to soothe the spirits. Her voice softened the dragon's rage, stirring faint memories of Nyiaj Xyooj's humanity within the beast. For a fleeting moment, the dragon's fierce eyes softened, reflecting a profound sadness and longing for release. The cavern fell silent as the creature's fury ebbed into sorrow. Summoning a vision of his past, the dragon revealed Nyiaj Xyooj's sacrifice to Xa Shoua. Moved, Xa Shoua understood he could not simply defeat the dragon. He had to honor the man within. With resolve, Xa Shoua struck his blade in a gesture of respect. The dragon began to shed its scales, shrinking and revealing Nyiaj Xyooj's spirit, who gazed at Xa Shoua with deep gratitude. As Nyiaj Xyooj's spirit began to fade, he blessed Xa Shoua, naming him the mountain's new guardian. Xa Shoua's expression reflected both the honor and weight of his new role. Returning to the village, Xa Shoua and Yali were celebrated as heroes. The villagers honored Xa Shoua with a ceremony, welcoming him as their new protector and keeper of the mountain's legacy. In the final scene, Xa Shoua stands at the valley's edge, feeling the spirit of Nyiaj Xyooj within him. Gazing over the mountains, he vows to protect his people and preserve the harmony of the land.